And the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have left Auckland and are winging their way back to the UK after their hectic 16-day South Pacific tour. The couple's 4-day visit to New Zealand attracted big crowds and plenty of media coverage, but it comes with a price tag for the taxpayer. Previous royal tours have cost about $1 million. So what do we get out of it, and is it really worth it? Sarah Robson has been weighing up some of the benefits.
Prince Harry and Meghan walking hand in hand in the rain along a beach in Abel Tasman National Park. Prince Harry and Meghan cloaked in korowai, receiving a powerful pōwhiri in Rotorua. Prince Harry and Meghan shaking hands with crowds of people wherever they go. These are the pictures that have hit newspapers, TV screens and websites around the world over the last few days as the royal couple spent 4 days in New Zealand as part of their first official overseas tour together. And all that media attention is thanks to the 80-strong press pack that's been travelling with them. ITV's royal editor Chris Shipp says alongside the usual British correspondents, 3 American media outlets made the 16-day trip down under as well.
Having that number of press, I think, in New Zealand must have been quite a coup for the country.
Why such a coup? Chris Shipp says the tour has been big news back in the UK.
It's getting onto the news bulletins every night. We have 3 news bulletins a day. It's easily made 2 of the 3 bulletins every single day since the tour started.
Chris Shipp says he's been busy working on a programme that will screen during prime time on UK television screens next Monday.
On our documentary, we're focusing on taking as many landscapes and pictures that aren't of Harry and Meghan as we possibly can. And I think, all of that helps to build a fantastic picture of your country and to showcase the beauty of the landscape that I think most people in the UK know about in New Zealand, but it's given us an opportunity to remind them about quite how beautiful a place this is.
Chris Shipp and the other British journalists have been posting up a storm on social media. It's the sort of coverage that Tourism New Zealand is banking on to promote the country as a holiday destination. While the figures for this tour aren't in yet, Lauren Vosper says when Prince William and his wife Kate visited back in 2014, the value of the media coverage that tour generated was put at $70 million. So how do they arrive at that figure? Ms Vosper says their offshore teams are monitoring all that media coverage.
We check for key messages to make sure that the stories are talking about the destination things that we want them to be covered. And then we attribute value based on what that coverage would have cost in pure advertising.
Economist Shamabeel Jacob says economic benefits from royal tours are difficult to measure.
Yeah, it's really hard to say that, I went to New Zealand because I saw the royals on tour in New Zealand. It's not just the one thing, right? We market ourselves through so many different things, formal ways, informal ways, in the Lord of the Rings. It's all of those things put together that sort of creates the New Zealand image.
As well as stunning natural scenery, fashion is always a major talking point of any royal tour. This morning, Vanity Fair posted an article detailing every single one of Meghan's looks from the 16-day trip. Amongst them all were 4 items by the well-known New Zealand designer Karen Walker.
Temptation stud earrings, Northern Lights sunglasses, Banks trench coat, Fathom jacket.
The Duchess stepped off the plane in Wellington and attended the official welcome ceremony at Government House wearing the new season Banks trench. Photos of her outfit were instantly beamed around the world, and the fashion Bible Vogue went on to label it one of the season's must-have coats.
Yeah, of course the coat sold out, but it's like we don't have thousands of them anyway. We're a boutique brand, so it's like selling out of a style is nothing unusual for us. That's perfectly normal, but yes, it sold out maybe a little quicker than it would have otherwise.
Karen Walker says they've also had a 75% increase in traffic to her label's website from the United States, and she reckons that can be attributed to the royal tour. While Ms Walker admits she's no stranger to having celebrities wear her garments, it is a bit different this time.
Yeah, it's always nice when it's in your own hometown, right? And I think that's where the emotional bit comes into it. We're used to having well-known people wearing our product. Every day there's something that comes across my in-tray, like Jennifer Lopez wearing our glasses was in my in-tray when I woke up this morning. And that's great, but when it's in your own hometown or your own home country and you're really your community, like the person I stand next to and I'm getting my coffee in the morning is talking to you about it, there's something quite different about that.
And these punters who turned out in Auckland earlier this week to catch a glimpse of the Duke and Duchess reckon the trip was worth it.
Well, it makes people smile. for one thing, and they come out in the pouring rain.
Because the relationship with New Zealand and the UK is massive, obviously part of the Commonwealth, and there might be the other ends of the world, but they're actually very close.
I think they've done a lot of good work with mental health issues, which is quite huge in New Zealand. The work that they're doing here and the places they're visiting are really well chosen.
Mō te hōtaka o te ahi, ko Sarah Robson, aho.